How's it going, everyone? We have a lot of PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 game news to go over in this video. A huge JRPG has been revealed that I think you guys should be excited for, and if you're not, if you haven't been introduced to this franchise, I'm gonna give you guys an easy way to do so. On top of that, a franchise I think all of you guys are familiar with, Horizon. We have a bunch of information about that coming from Guerrilla's Twitter account. We'll talk that. First of all, Ys X Nordics has been revealed for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch. Now, this is a game that will launch in 2023 in Japan. Probably a few months later, I would imagine, will be the stateside release. You know, sometimes it just be like that with some of these JRPG franchises. We do have a little bit of a window to wait, but it hopefully won't be too long. The game notes 4 years have passed since the release of the action RPG Ys 9 Monstrum Nox, which launched for PlayStation 4 in 2019 to high praise from players in Japan and worldwide. In celebration of the Ys series' 35th anniversary, the latest number entry, Ys 10 Nordics, will launch for multiple platforms in 2023. The game is set in the Northern Sea, which is made up of countless islands, big and small. After completing his adventures in the ancient kingdom of Ys, young adventurer Adol Christian encounters a maritime people known as Normans in this new land. Who are they, and who are the Gregors, immortal undead who attack humans? The battle system used up until Ys 9 Monstrum Nox has been drastically revamped. The new cross-action system allows players to fight using two modes according to the situation. In the speedy solo mode, the player contains one character with the help of automatic attacks and support from their partner. In combination mode, the player can simultaneously control a series of actions for both characters to take on formidable foes in back-and-forth action. Additionally, Ys 10 Nordics allows you to control a ship for the first time in the series, explore vast oceans using sea maps as your guide, and engage in naval battles against enemy ships in this new feature that adds to the joy of the adventure that the series is known for. Other new systems include the specialty ability Mana Action, which significantly expands the degree of freedom on fields and in dungeons. Ys 10 Nordics is a brand new adventure set in the Northern Sea, featuring young adventurer Adol as the protagonist. Please look forward to the latest title in the Ys series from development team that brought you Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana and Ys 9 Monstrum Nox. They also have some work-in-progress screenshots. I'm not going to say it's a technical blowaway, but it does seem to be quite an upgrade from Ys 8 and Ys 9, but still having that Ys look going on for it. And as I mentioned at the top, if you haven't played Ys 8 or Ys 9 yet, PlayStation Plus Extra, guys, two of the most notable games on that service that I don't think get as much love. Ys 8 is awesome, and I feel like that's a game that you don't even have to be that big of a JRPG fan to really enjoy. It's just a fun action RPG with a stellar soundtrack. Like, you could say that about every Ys game. They are just very consistent from a soundtrack standpoint, and Ys 9 is very good as well. But it seems like, I don't know, I hear more people talk about Ys 8 than Ys 9. Ys 9's got a darker vibe to it, but Ys 8 also has a lot of mystery and intrigue attached to its narrative. So, both really solid games. Go play those. Generally speaking, you can jump into the Ys games wherever you want. It's not like you have to play Ys 1 through 7 to play Ys 8. If that was the case, oh boy, that would not fly. But nonetheless, one of the more consistent JRPG franchises. I don't think it's hit that next tier. Like, let's say, Tales of, I feel like, has hit that next tier with the release of Tales of Arise. You just see how that game has done commercially. I feel like Ys hasn't gotten over that hump, and I feel like Ys in the past just was generally never as big as Tales, but hopefully, you know, with these more releases, and these releases coming stateside side as well, it just gets more exposure and more people check it out, because I think there's a lot of potential in Ys going forward, and it's been around for, you know, over 3 decades, but again, still hasn't hit that next tier, at least over here stateside, but I think the people that play it absolutely love these games. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Probably will be a 24 release over here in the States, but still excited when we do finally get it. Next up, got a big update on Horizon Online project in development and featuring a new cast of characters. Guerrilla's Twitter account, well, the Life at Guerrilla Twitter account, which was more focusing on job listings. Join Guerrilla in Amsterdam as we work to expand the world of Horizon. It's an exciting time to join us. We have many open roles across multiple departments, so check them out on our career page and apply today. So, they note we are continuing to create epic solo adventures for Aloy. Adventures that, I guess, you know, they're doing Burning Shore, so I guess that counts as one, but Horizon 3, I believe they noted it was going to be a trilogy, so I think Horizon 3 will wrap up the story. But nonetheless, they do note, but there is more. A new internal team is developing a separate online project set in Horizon's universe, featuring a new cast of characters and a unique stylized look. Friends will be able to explore the majestic wilds of Horizon together. Join us in Amsterdam. So, Probably one of the worst kept secrets as far as gaming goes. I think everybody knew that they were doing an online Horizon game, but now we kind of got confirmation on that. Very interested to see how that turns out, man. I think best case scenario, you gotta do a cross-release on PC and PlayStation 5 or 4 if you want to put it on there as well. With a game like an online game, and I'm guessing that this is going to be more of a live service title, the biggest element of a live service title is to get as many players engaged into the experience as possible. The idea of a live service game is to get people engaged and then ultimately monetize the people that are invested into the experience. A live service game is different than a console where, you know, they can do this delayed release gimmick and then make revenue off a game, because the idea of exclusives on a console is to get people invested into that ecosystem. That ecosystem for Sony being the PlayStation 5 ecosystem, where then them having exclusives drives the sales of the console, drives sales of hopefully PlayStation Plus, more games on the console, etc., etc. But with a live service title, the game is the ecosystem itself where it's selling you the product. You shouldn't be using a live service game to sell people on the console. I just don't think that's a good idea. You want to just get as many people invested as possible. And I think with a PC release, an online experience, an online focused game, even if it's Horizon, I think it'll do better on PC than it'll do on PlayStation 5. Maybe that's the hottest of hot takes, but I really do believe that. And Horizon has some traction on PC, man. Horizon Zero Dawn seemingly did very well on PC, and if you ultimately release Forbidden West ahead of the online project releasing, well, then the PC community for Horizon is just gonna get exponentially bigger and bigger, and I just think it makes all the sense in the world to do a cross-release on PlayStation 5 and PC. And Hermen Hulst said as much, where they were like, okay, with the exclusives, the single-player games, the AAA big-budget titles, gonna be a delayed release on PC. Maybe it'll be 6 months, maybe it'll be a year. For example, Last of Us Part 1 was 6 months, Miles Morales was 2 years, Spider-Man Remaster was 4 years, etc., etc. I think that window will get shorter and shorter as they continue to get more invested into PC, but in the case of live service games, it will be a day-and-day release on a PC and consoles, and you want to have cross-platform play, you want to make sure all of that is good to go. But I'm excited to see how an online Horizon title turns out. I think there's a ton of potential, untapped potential with Horizon as far as the world itself goes. And I think, really at this point, with Forbidden West and Zero Dawn, you've really only scratched the surface of what you can do with Horizon's universe. In the case of, like, Forbidden West and how that game wrapped up, yeah, it seems like the next game should probably close out Aloy's story. I don't know. I think there's a lot more potential and different directions they can go. But if they want to continue on with that in the online project, that's something I could see as well. But we'll see how it turns out. That's all speculation on my part. They might end up doing something more than a trilogy. I mean, wasn't God of War supposed to be a trilogy, and then ultimately they did more and more games? Obviously, it seems like Sony is incredibly invested into Horizon as an IP, and this is gonna be one of their pillar IPs alongside like a God of War, like a Last of Us, where it's gonna be around for a long time. And probably gonna see multiple iterations, multiple titles, and then franchises like Last of Us is getting a multiplayer title at some point as well, and Horizon now getting something a little bit different with an online project, but remains to be seen, is it gonna be like a big budget MMO? What? I don't even know. There's a lot of potential for what they could do, but you know, sometimes games like this do have a lot of promise, and then they come out, are hot for a month, 2 months, and then ultimately just go to the wayside and fizzle out. So hopefully that won't be the case with this, but we'll see how it turns out. Remember, Burning Shores coming out in April of next year, so that's going to be the next official Horizon release. But that'll do it for me. Again, East 10 Nordics has been announced for PS5 and PS4, and as far as Horizon goes, looks like a lot more on the horizon. You guys like what I did there? As they're opening up positions and have a lot of projects in the works. Burning Shore, Horizon 3, online project. They are incredibly invested into Horizon as an IP. Whether, you know, I know not everybody is super into the franchise. Still one of my favorite franchises, even though, again, narratively with Forbidden West, I was very much not a big fan of it. But that'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.